Chapter 3: Dark Ascension. The events of Thalssari Uprising allowed for the darker corners of the world to go unnoticed and unchecked. It was in these dark corners that an ancient power began to rise, taking a foothold in the world. The High Vessel, Barnaby Thrall, had been monitoring the balance amongst the pantheon of the gods for some time, noting that there was a significant disturbance to the pantheon's usual stable influence on the material plane. When he realized that something was amiss, he sent word out to call for the aid of mighty heroes to arrive at Lord's gathering. He wrote,
"Dearest hero, the allhavens calls, will you answer? Many have your quests been. No doubt they have been important. But I plead with you now. The world needs you. We fear that a great evil has come upon our world, that the pantheon itself is in disarray, or worse. We fear that a great and evil power has returned, and we need the help of great heroes like you to save our world. Please come to Lord's gathering in a 10-day. Bring your equipment. Prepare to fight. I ask on behalf of every living creature in this world and beyond, we need you. In the gods we trust."
Once they had arrived and were gathered, Thrall addressed the amassed heroes that stood before him. He told them that a great dark power had arisen and had attacked the pantheon, sending the gods themselves plummeting to earth. He went to introduce a number of paragons who would lead teams of these heroes across the world to find and recover the gods, returning them to Thrall at Lord's gathering, with a view to reinstate them back to their divine greatness. The paragons were introduced as Anton Elizabeth Havisham, the Paragon Mother, the Paragon Rogar Dardendrian, the Paragon Reginald, the Paragon who would go on to be revealed as Maripos, and a number of other paragons whose stories would develop to be less than eventful. These groups were sent out to recover the lost gods, each team looking for at least 2 different deities. During their quest, they all learnt the same thing, that the demise of the gods was undertaken by order of Zaphon. Zaphon had taken the throne of Hell and was trying to bring the world to its knees as the one true god of the allhavens. At the end of the adventure, it seemed that he might have succeeded. The recovered gods were either dead or too weak to reascend to godhood, and as such, it fell to the High Vessel to intervene once again. He asked the paragons to nominate one amongst their number who displayed the highest levels of heroism and purity. Once these nominated heroes stepped forward, the paragons regaled the gathered crowds with their great deeds, and the assembled heroes were asked who they thought best represented all that was good in the world. The vote was cast, and a young hero named Chloe Targwyn gingerly stepped forward. The High Vessel put a reassuring hand on their shoulder and ushered them into his mighty cathedral. Inside, the High Vessel explained that none of the old gods could stand toe-to-toe with Zaphon. Their weaknesses had been exposed, and they were no longer able to defend the world. Thrall would help Chloe ascend to godhood. After an intense ritual, Thrall made it so the pantheon of the allhavens was forever changed to a dichotomy of gods, Zaphon, the Lord of Hell, and Targwyn, the god of the heavens. Thrall remains to this day an advisor to Targwyn, their contact in the material plane, and the vessels now preach worship of this new god, empowering Targwyn to defend the world against the evil known as Zaphon. However, as Thalssari Uprising cast shadows for Zaphon's Dark Ascension, Zaphon's Dark Ascension has cast a shadow to allow for others to make their moves to greatness, and another threat to the world has crested the horizon.